Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Saturday night. Welcome back to ROM Hack Races. You know what time it is. I'm glad to see everybody. Make some noise in chat if you're feeling good tonight. It is week 243 around these parts. We've had a lot of these. And tonight's maker is a name that I think you're going to remember. A really illustrious maker with a lot of credit to their name, Fyre150. Some high-scoring KLDC levels, previous banger ROM Hack Race levels, Fail World, French Fries and French Toast, Purgatory, and the brand new Seek the Discrepancy? That's it. I was going to say disparity. It's not. It's Seek the Discrepancy. All this and more. 39 music ports from Fyre, and they're back again tonight for a brand new ROM Hack Race level. I hope you all are feeling really good. Welcome in. How's it going? If you don't know what's up and what we're doing here, if you're brand new, this is ROM Hack Races, and every single week we sit down for a never-before-seen Super Mario World Kaizo level that was made by somebody, new maker every week, and tested and raced by these racers who have no idea what they're in for other than the ratings, which I'm about to tell you. And, you know, they got their wits and their Kaizo skills. You're seeing really good players race against other good players, so we're all here to have some fun. The ratings for this week, this is important. Execution tonight, rated by our testers 6 out of 10. Complexity, rated by our testers 5 out of 10. There are 2 sections, and I think we've got a tag for non-standard shell tech in this as well. So that's what the racers know, and that's all they have to go on. We testers, we really want to shout out because we've got some great volunteers who help out every week and test these levels behind the scenes. This week, RB Pimlico, Fen, Mithrillionaire, and Underway SMW stepped up for that, so we really appreciate that. We have also got Star-Lord and Kelgan helping us scout tonight because we've got more racers than you're seeing on the screen right now. Actually, if I can bring up the scout tool myself, I can tell you exactly how many brave individuals have signed up. Let's see here. Oh, we got 13 tonight, and we've got Kelgan and Star-Lord helping us watch all of them to let you know who to switch on to the restream and, you know, who might get some progress. We're hoping to see everybody's clears. We do a really good job. The scouts always really kick butt with that. We have also got Osu, Mario Kart Man, the very one and only, on the restream tonight, clicking the start streaming button and swapping everybody in, making sure that what you're seeing looks really good. Thank you so much for that. Of course, Osu, and always Kelgan and Ampersand, Doc, D4, and Fen always helping us out behind the scenes. We have, like I said though, the stars of the show tonight, 13 racers. We got 3D Salmon, we got Ender of Games, Germdove, Jang Pickle, Louis Duce, Muzzle, Nathan MG, Prestonator, Proto Pizza, Roke Games, You Fail Me, Zaplex, B2. All of them very talented, and all of them ready to show off their skills here. Now, I got other things I might want to tell you about, like, you know, like some hype for the upcoming GDQ, and the fact that you can go over on shop.romhackraces.com and buy some brand new shirts. Maybe you could wear them while you watch some of your favorite runs at GDQ. All of the donation, or all of the shirts that we sell through June will be donated to Trans Lifeline, and you can pick up a really cool looking ROM Hack Race shirt, or maybe a cool mug or a hoodie or something. But the new shirts have a great design from the one and only Borgie Man, who you've seen their levels, you've seen Luminescent, you've seen their art around the ROM Hack Race community, and not only do they have some shirts for us, but they also have, I think they're up in here, they are, we got some brand new emotes. Check out these cool FFZ emotes. We've got some pride blocks of every flavor of the rainbow, and if you want to get some hype with those, please feel free to put them up in chat. I don't know if I mentioned, hi, I'm Glitchcat, you probably knew. I will be bringing you the play-by-play tonight, and if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. For my own part, I actually haven't seen this level myself either. I wasn't able to test this week, so this is also fresh for me, and it's also fresh for the racers, but I think they're going to be able to rock this out no problem. So, yeah, yo, put some hype in chat, get comfy. Maybe that's paradoxical, maybe it's hard to do both at once, so pick which one, you know, either get some hype or get comfy, whatever you feel like. Sit down and hang out with us. ROM Hack Races, week 243. Brought to you by the Da Vinci's Fancy Yellow Mustard, where every jar of mustard's a yellow jar of mustard. We got You Fail Me here in the upper left to start us off. Looking for that win streak. They have been racking up some wins lately. Louis Duce in the upper right. Roke Games in the lower left, and Nathan MG in the lower right. But I want you to keep something in mind here as we get started. All of these racers are really talented. We say ROM Hack Races, but don't mistake a lower clear time for a bad run. You're about to see some really high quality skill from everybody. So let's get started. consistency and one-shots are going to make the day here, either being consistent at what the racers already have learned, or being able to one-shot a new obstacle. So the level is Muscle Atrophy from Fyre, and I think we are about to figure out what the gimmick is. So what's it seem here? Looks like you can't pick up the shells. Normally Super Mario can hold shells in his hand and throw them and manipulate them, but yep, not here. And so the racers are gonna have to start the shell moving by nudging it. And you can jump on a moving shell, and if a shell is not moving, you nudge it to start it moving. Pretty simple stuff with that. So You Fail Me, look out in the upper left. Yep, You Fail Me was warming up with Yumps. So you think they might be really in for something here. Roke Games, Nathan MG, and Louie also making some moves. Uh-oh, Louie may be trying to get clipped through the floor here. So first things first, you gotta bonk that Buzzy Beetle, nudge it, and bounce on it in the air. These are some pretty cool shell tricks that we've seen, but with the gimmick of not being able to grab the shell, the racers have to kind of figure out how to manipulate these objects around themselves without actually touching it. And here goes You Fail Me. Check the upper left. You Fail Me's got that Goomba, and they can't grab it, but they can nudge it like that. Really slick, avoiding that Hammer Brother, and trying to get that Goomba to wake up. Louie, meanwhile, oh geez, here we go. You Fail Me. Oh boy, what's this trick? Then they're thinking about it. Okay, all right. They were seeing if maybe they could restart that. So You Fail Me sees the pipe. Keep your eyes on the upper left there. You Fail Me in the lead right now, but it could be anybody's race. Keep in mind those one-shots. Rogue trying for it. This is a really good level of kind of like the basics of shell timing. It's like a shell level without the shell levels, but it's not like diet. I feel like I'm trying to sell you on like a good diet soda. You know, it's got all the flavor, but not as many calories as an ordinary shell level. In fact, it's kind of healthy for you. So You Fail Me, looking for that consistency. They've seen these obstacles, right? But now they need to get back there. Meanwhile, Nathan and Roke trying to make some progress here. Matt Durzan too, yo, thank you so much for the resub. All of y'all's subs and bits go right back into ROM Hack Races, so we can do things like commission some cool shirt designs from artists in our community and keep the show running around here. It's a low-calorie shell, you know, just 2 calories, a light little snack. It's a light calorie shell level. Looks like Louis Duce though has got that Goomba, and what are they gonna do? They know to to spin jump there. And here's Louis's try. Okay, not bad. So it's Louis and You Fail Me now, all tied up. Both of them have been to the pipe, and Louis looks like maybe they're going for some shenanigans, trying to wall clip or something. Louis, ever looking for cheese? Say too, if this level's pretty self-explanatory, but if anybody has any questions, please feel free to ask. If you want to learn a little bit more about Kaizo or Mario World mechanics, how things work, look out, hold the phone here. Yuri Densetsu in the lower left. Our very fine scouts have informed us that Yuri Densetsu may be about to make some progress. So we got them rotated in. Osu doing great work over here. Oh, y'all are fun. I don't know. It's a good Saturday. I hope you're having a fun night here. Thanks for hanging out. We got more to talk about, but this is a hot race right now. So check it out. Louis Duce here in the upper right. They know to spin jump. If you were to regular jump on that Goomba right now, you'd bop up into the munchers on the ceiling and die. But because a spin jump drills through, you get that extra horizontal, but no pop-up on the vertical. Yuri Nide on the pipe. Okay, so it's Yuri Densetsu, Louis Duce, and You Fail Me. Oh wow, look at this sync. I can't believe this. Whoa, that was spooky for a minute. Oh my gosh, who's it gonna be? They are all right here. Oh, Yuri. Okay, You Fail Me's down, but Yuri has a try. They did a great little nudge to reposition that Goomba. Louis' turn. No, not quite. This is a lovely level to practice your regrabs on. Regrabbing being if you hold the jump button in the air, you will fall more slowly than you would if you were not. Think of it like a little crappy parachute. You Fail Me doesn't even need that parachute. They are through the pipe, onto that H, doing a little dance there for us. Oh, okay, that's a clever setup. Oh, I like this. Clever setup here at the checkpoint, and You Fail Me's going to be moving on. But yeah, great little regrab section. If you bounce on something, you kind of double tap the button to get a low bounce with a wide horizontal. That's kind of the goal of a regrab. So when you see them bounce on that blue shell underneath the rope there, you see Louis, if he bounces too high, he gets stuck in the rope. So you want to get that wide horizontal, low vertical. So yes, what have we here in this next section? What have we here? No jumping? No jumping in cape? I don't know, it looks like that way to me. Yeah, I mean, You Fail Me, definitely not jumping. So here we go. We can not, I think, yeah, you can't pick up the shells, it seems. And you also can't jump. Muscle Atrophy, the name of the level. So this is pretty big. You Fail Me here has a chance at just kind of learning this unopposed. And knowledge is power in ROM hack races. You know, he knows what the gimmick is, knows what the first couple obstacles are. And, you know, it's on some other racer we're waiting to catch up here, because right now You Fail Me just gets to run all they want. Nice. These are some good setups. But this shell jump at the end of the first section is pretty tricky. And it's, honestly, I really like it. It's something that I've also kind of wanted to work with myself, which is that, like, it's kind of weird to describe, but a shell which is bouncing. Like, if you have a shell, like, it's not moving, and you hit it with a no block, or you toss it up and you nudge it, like, will retain some of its upward momentum as it's being nudged. So normally if you take an inactive shell, right, you'll nudge it and it'll just, like, go down. But because the shell was bouncing when it got nudged, it completes that rising arc, and you can do some cool things with that. That property of shells just has some interesting stuff going on. But really the interesting thing here, You Fail Me, new section here, and they are trying to battle this Kicking Koopa. Kicking Koopas stall the shell, and they kind of slide them back. So what's it gonna be? I don't even know. Yeah, Louis Duce here looking for another shot. Oh! They got a bounce, and they tried to save it, but they weren't holding the jump button at the moment of contact. So they didn't get the rise. That happens. But check out how, you know, these races can really come down to just one clutch moment here. What's it gonna be now? You Fail Me looking at that P-switch. They can't jump and they can't grab it. But You Fail Me just managing to clutch out that final shell jump for the pipe where other racers have taken a dive. That could be anybody's moment. Nathan, nice try. This is a tough trick at the end. This is a section that really rewards consistency. Being able to just get tries at the thing you need, right? The more attempts per time you can take on something, you know, the faster you'll get through. Oh, I think You Fail Me and I just figured out what this Kicking Koopa setup was at the same time. I wasn't sure what that is either. I haven't seen this level until now. But I saw the light bulb go on. I think You Fail Me showed me the way. I get it. That's a really clever setup. We'll see what happens when they get back. Nathan! Oh, geez. Could you try it again? No dice. There it is. Yo, You Fail Me, though. That Kicking Koopa kicks the shell off of the edge, and then they have to actually go down and bounce off of it to get the lift over. Pretty clever. Yuri Densetsu in the lower left. Oh, what's this? You Fail Me. Wait a minute. Oh, wait, they did that right. Oh, I think we're... Oh, what? Okay. Did they do that right? Well, there's the H, but what are we gonna do? And Louis, excuse me, I was watching You Fail Me try to go for that ending, and meanwhile, Louis Duce has gotten onto the second section. It is the top of your screen versus the bottom right now. Really, it's players versus themselves. I'm just selling it up, you know, like a promoter. Back in the day, we would call that the Jakku ending. Jakku, streamer, creator of Warp World and such. If you see the goal, you get well, I saw the goal, I get the end, you know. You Fail Me, though. Check out this consistency. This is big. But now what are they going to do here at the end? Yep. This time, instead of kicking that Yoshi off to the side, they've brought it. And, what do you think? Oh! Look out, though. Can't jump. Nope. Just can't jump. That's the way it goes. So, without being able to jump, you know, what are you going to do? But I think it's pretty clear now how we're going to get in that pipe at the end. So, right now, consistency is going to win for You Fail Me if they can do it. But Louie could get it with the one-shots. And this is, I don't necessarily want a commentator curse or anything, but You Fail Me is working on quite a win streak right now. Not all about the competition, man. You know, it could be anybody's race. But right now, You Fail Me has been on a hot streak. So we could eventually see a contender for the ROM hack races all time. Yeah, looking for the 5P tonight, which would put them 2 away from holding the all-time ROM hack races record. And we'll all get a bye week next week, but I'll tell you more about that later. The longest streak so far is 6. Held by Nexus, and I think one other racer. But it was Nexus with the 6 streak. It's been tied. Louis Douce tied it. Tied for 6, but didn't get the 7. But, you know, hey, the race isn't over yet. You Fail Me still got to make it back to the end and get that final attempt. And meanwhile, that gives Louis Douce, Yuri Densetsu, Nathan, and all the others a chance at making some progress and catching up themselves. All these racers are just kind of one jump away. They just got to get this shell jump to work. This red lifting shell jump is a very interesting, peculiar thing. Fun fact, so I would call it like an upward rising shell. I know that sounds maybe a little bit like Mr. Miyagi of me, but that whole property of like inactive shell is rising and then nudged while rising to produce a rising arc as it moves. Hold up, wait a second though. You Fail Me, TED Talk can wait. You Fail Me, trying for that Yoshi. What's it gonna be now? You can bail off Yoshi. That's really clever too. Notice that You Fail Me jumped all the way over to the goal. They noticed on a previous attempt that there was a little notch in the floor to kind of troll them. They saw that and they avoided it. Very good. And that's You Fail Me with the 5 streak. Nicely done. So next week it will be You Fail. Well, next time we race, it'll be You Fail Me's to try to tie for the record. Very exciting stuff. But hey, we're 13 minutes in here, and I really want to be clear. These are great players, okay? 13-minute clear on this level is phenomenal. An hour clear on this level with some of these tricks is actually phenomenal. This is tough stuff. So, that being said, we're looking for a podium. We got Nathan, MG, we got Louis Douce, we got Yuri Densetsu, and we got Jank Pickle. And hold up. Sega Genesis cheat codes. We got Yuri Densetsu at the 2nd section. So it's Louis now and Yuri looking for that 2nd place. Nice. There's Nathan in that pipe. Let's go. Nathan MG moving on. Now we got some contenders. Notice how that one trick, man, sometimes it really, you know, one trick can separate out some racers. So it's Nathan MG, Louis Douce, Yuri Densetsu, Jank Pickle hanging out here. 2nd section all around, Jank Pickle on the 1st. But I wanted to let you all know too. So You Fail Me, next time we'll have a shot at tying the all-time ROM hack races streak record of 6 weeks in a row. But we are not going to have a race the next Saturday. If you're new and you didn't know, every single Saturday at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern, Jank Pickle almost gets in that pipe. And then we have a ROM hack race, 8 o'clock. However, since it's GDQ week, and a lot of staff and friends and folks are at GDQ, we are going to take a bye week this week and just not have a race. We're going to use that time around here to kind of clean up some stuff, organize, get situated, and get ready to go for a new season, new summer of fun races around here. So we will be resuming the week after GDQ, and let me look at my calendar here. That is, so we will not be on next Saturday the 3rd, but we will be back Saturday the 10th after that. But you know, there's no shortage of really cool stuff to watch while you're hanging out. I mean, freaking Games Done Quick is on, and there's a lot of fun to be had at that. I've got some notes for tonight. I'm ready here. Friday, June 2nd, 8:50 p.m. GDQ, Sure Shot with Sojo. And if that's not a tongue twister, I don't know what is. She's amazing, and the run's going to be incredible. You got Saturday, June 3rd at 9:20 p.m., right in the middle of the evening, Super Mario Maker 2, the return of the sight reading level competition, kind of like what you're seeing here, sight reading Kaizo. Racers don't know what they're in for, and they're just going to have to beat the levels. It's not, I don't know if it's Kaizo necessarily, I think it is. But there's going to be wonderful levels regardless. I don't know who all the level makers are for that. I don't know if that's secret or not. But the racing list is absolutely stacked. Orator, Panga, Sojo, The Beast, and making their GDQ debut for the first time as a runner, Tenoki Dan, Casper 189, Little Curbs, and the Riley C. And that is going to be amazing. You're going to definitely want to watch that. And for some reason, you're not completely OD'd on hype at this point. Save some room for Louis Duce in the upper right-hand corner. Got the Yoshi, and looking for that drop. Hey, nicely done. And clutching it out. The second one to the checkpoint, second one out the level. Louis Duce not so far behind, making quick work of that second section. Good job. But I wanted to say real quick, too, if you're not ready, if you still need some Kaizo, you're going to not want to miss Sunday, June 4th, 1:15 a.m., Baron of Shell, the incredible shell-based ROM hack from Xiao Xiao, being run by the man himself, Grand Pooh Bear, who can hype a crowd like you would not believe, and is anchoring the whole thing, right? There's one more, I think, Pooh, and then the finale on Sunday, June 4th, right at the end of the run, so you know that's going to be off the hook. Definitely tune in and check it out, and that's part of the reason why we're not having races that week, right? We don't want to divert the audience too much. We think everyone should go check out GDQ and have a good time with that. There's a lot of friends who are going to be there and hanging out. So, with that in mind, we will have our next race a week after the fact. There's other things that aren't even on that list. I was going through and I was looking for runs to shout out for GDQ, and there's like too many of them. It is a really stacked lineup this time, and I hope everybody going has a good time. Well, here tonight where we are, we got Nathan, MG, we got 3D Salmon, Yuri Densetsu, and Jank Pickle. 3D Salmon on the first half, everybody else working on the second. Wait, excuse me, did Tenoki Dan run last year and I just forgot about that? That's my bad. That is my bad. Also, like, how are y'all doing? How are you feeling? Oh, what's on your mind? Prestinator 13, almost with that shell jump up there. Good try, good try. Jank Pickle, Nathan MG, Yuri, and Prestinator. If y'all have any questions or anything, like, please feel free to ask. I know sometimes the commentary can kind of go a little sideways, but there's only so much play-by-play I can give on exactly the same obstacles, right? So if there's something that you'd like to learn or something I didn't explain or whatever, if you're just joining us, the gimmick here is that Mario, in the first half, can't grab objects, so you have to nudge the shells, and in the second half, you also can't jump. You have to nudge the shell and not jump, because that's not necessarily apparent. Why don't they just jump? Like, you know, that's a fair question. But if y'all have any questions, say, or want to learn more about SMW Kaizo or mechanics or anything, please feel free to ask. Like I said, there's only so much like exactly commentary I can do on exactly the same situations. This is a really interesting way for Fyre here to make a level where you can't, like, some sections you don't want to touch the ground, but it's not because the ground is dangerous. It's just because you won't be able to get back up. Nice try, Nathan. Wow, they were trying to rearrange that Yoshi to get it to move. Right, well, they want the Yoshi lined up right above that fire flower. When baby Yoshi eats a power-up, he will turn into adult giant Yoshi. You only have to press a few buttons. Press only the right buttons, only when you're supposed to. Yo, Nathan. Oh, hey, very smart. Oh, wow, what a smart move from Nathan there. Upper left-hand corner, they might be about to win it. But that was a really clever move. Instead of going, they nudged the Yoshi onto the brown blocks, right? But instead of actually walking onto the blocks themselves, they stood on the safe ground off to the side, and that actually made that obstacle way easier because they didn't have to time, right? They were not going to have the ground pulled out from under them. Jank Pickle in the lower right trying to line up that same move, and they got it with the fall. But see how that made for a tighter situation? Nicely done, yo! And that's a really close second and third, three and four. 3 and 4. Nicely done, though. Really good stuff tonight. 21, that's solid. But yeah, see, so they got it by standing on the ground. Nathan got it on the ground, but Jank Pickle got it standing above the brown blocks. Yeah, they're coming in hot now. Zaplex in the upper left, second section. Prestonator in the upper right on the first. Yuri lower left on the second, and yo, 3D Salmon. Thanks for the raid, Nathan, yo. Oof. That's a really that's a tough trick at the end of that first section. You know, that's a very, very tricky one because the shell is popping up when the red shell is situated next to that note block, and when you hit the note block, it pops it up, right? But it pops it up kind of an awkwardly low amount. It looks like it's like 2.5 blocks-ish of vertical space there. That's an awkwardly low jump to try to make, and so I think the difficulty for a lot of racers is they want to touch the block, but then they want to bounce off of the block themselves in such a way that they get that angle and land. And the problem is that happens very quickly. That happens about a tick faster than you would want it to happen. You don't have quite enough time to look at the angle that the shell is making and think to yourself, okay, I'm gonna land on this. You kind of just have to jump and bloop, bloop, go for it. So that's what's giving them a little bit of roughness. There were 14 signed up tonight altogether, and we've got 4 all the way through. You Fail Me, followed by Louis Duce, Nathan, and Jank Pickle, in that order. The rest must continue. Look out. Yo, Yuri Densetsu here, lower left, being smart about it. Oh, no! Yoshi just wants to stop and smell the flowers. You know, sometimes you just gotta stop and smell them. Good recovery try. I saw they were trying for that. I think what they tried to do was get the Yoshi to nudge, so it would, like, eat the flower, but then nudge onto some safe area, or they could just get on top of it. That was a really good attempt, though. Really good attempt to save that. Oof. Prestonator dying in the best possible way to that trick. Just getting hit by it. That's a good tip. If you're learning shell jumps or you're learning any kind of like off the wall shell rebounding trick, generally speaking, the best way to mess up, if you're going to mess up, like we all mess up, and the best way to do that is to get actually killed by the shell in midair instead of miss it altogether. If you get hit by it, that means you were very, very close. Oh, Yuri, so tough. You know what, Bills? That's actually a good question. If you get killed, yeah, so if you're lining up to do a shell jump, and you get killed by the shell in midair, that means you were slightly too early. Like, the best possible too early. You need to wait a little bit more, but you're like really good early. You know what I mean? Like, you're like 5 minutes early for the job interview because you're boss. Yeah, that's a bad example. You're 5 minutes early for a cool thing, you know what I mean? But the best way to screw up a shell jump is to get hit by it and killed in midair. That means you were very, very close, and you should be a little bit later than on the next attempt. I had to like think about that in my head for a minute. I'm pretty sure that's correct. I'm pretty sure. Yo, we got Muzzle here coming in the lower right-hand corner. Yo, strong moves working on the second section. Let's go. We got Muzzle, we got Yuri Densetsu, Prestonator, and Zaplex. Yuri. Oh! Oh, can they get it? Yuri Densetsu, lower left. Ah, let's go. That was so close. Ooh, they barely got that into position, but they made it work. Nice job. 26 minutes, very strong. Yuri Densetsu, good clear. Yeah, fun stuff tonight. Fun stuff. It's Ender of Games now on the lower left, Muzzle in the lower right, Prestonator in the upper right, and Zaplex upper left. I'm feeling for Prestonator on this one. They've had that red shell jump like 2 or 3 times. They've literally contacted the shell and just not gotten quite enough height to make it up to that. So it's a tough situation. You know, I gotta say, everybody has got such great clean regrabs tonight. I am seeing like nobody mess up on the regrabbing parts, and that is really making my day. Oh yeah, yo, Germ Dove coming in hot here, left-hand corner of your screen on the second section. I want to say thanks again. We got some scouts. You see 4 racers on screen right now, but we got Kelgan and Starlord back there in the control panel booth, working really hard to watch all the other streams and let us know, hey, you know, we should swap in this person or that person, they're close. And because of their fine work, you don't miss any clears. Yo, Prestonator over. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I feel that. I feel that, man. That could happen. That could happen. That happens. That's a thing that happens, man. So close on that red shell jump, and then just a little bit off. I'm gonna blame the up pipe on that. Those upward rising shells are really a trick and a property that you don't see that much right now. But if you hang around in shell tech long enough, you're gonna start to. I have a hunch that you might see more tricks with upward rising shells in the future. Did you know, for example, you can midair with that? If you nudge an upward rising shell the right way and fall onto it, you can like air midair with it. Yeah, let's go. Yo, I saw that clean up pipe. And there's Prestonator taking the second section. Yuri, yo, thank you so much for the raid. That was a great clear. Good job. Thank you all for racing. I love to hear when people like the level and you're having fun. You're like, yo, that was fun. Great level. That always makes me happy. I didn't even do anything. Like, I didn't even test this week. My bad. Sorry. I was busy. But it just makes me so happy. Fyre did a great job. I mean, if you want more stuff from Fyre, there is no shortage. You should check out, geez, Fail World, French Fries and French Toast, Purgatory, and Seek the Discrepancy. All of them on SMW Central right now. Does Fyre have the most ROM hack race levels made? That's a good question. I don't know those stats offhand. but there's plenty more stuff to play. But yeah, thanks for sharing your thoughts. I really appreciate it. If y'all want to hang out off stream, you can always drop by the ROM Hack Races Discord. That's the link for that is on the website, romhackraces.com, where you can also buy those cool new t-shirts. But we have a great community on Discord. If you want to just hang out, talk Kaizo, or get some help for your next ROM hacking project, Ampersam's got that ROM Hack Races base ROM for us, which is just amazing, and has a lot of great resources to make hacking even easier and even more fun. So personally, I love to hear what people think. You know, if you have thoughts, if you have ideas for future kind of events and races and stuff, hit us up, get a hold of us. We need volunteers. We're always looking for folks to volunteer and step up and kind of help us out, make this all happen. And you know, if you have a cool idea or something you want to try, hey, maybe we can make it work. We're going into another fun summer of races. Yo, we've got a stacked lineup of makers coming up for the upcoming races. But like I said, we will be taking that hiatus by week to next week, not tomorrow. So no race next week. We're not gonna be here. Shop's closed. Go home. But after that, more races. How are you all? I don't know. What's up? How are you feeling? What are you doing? Having a good night? Such an elegant level. I've just been watching this. Like, it's got this elegance to it. I really appreciate. Having to use the cape to flip the shells in a no grabbing level is a nice touch. Cape has a lot of versatility, and I mean, cape flying is awesome. You got your Volpes, Senpais, and your Fly Me to the Stars, and your Flips Bads, but cape has a lot of other utility, right? It's not like Fire Flower, which is kind of a one-trick pony, and you just have to make a custom block that can be hit by a Fire Flower. But cape has the float, the fly, the spin. There's so much to do. Yeah, I can't even tell you. When I was a kid, I barely even knew how to fly, but I always wanted to get the cape because it made you float. It made your jumps easier. You know what I mean? Just imagine that, just being a kid and being like, oh, vanilla Mario World's pretty hard, but if I have the cape, then I can have like a parachute so I won't fall in the pit. Like, so most of the time, right, like the OG way to use cape really is to float with it, not necessarily to fly. I didn't know any kid that was actually good at flying, right? It was magic. I like that though. You know, like not a shell guy, not a cape guy, but I think in a way you're doing a really good job, Fire, like showing, like I said, the versatility of the things that it. You know, I love shell tech, and you know you'll see a rad amount of that if you watch Baron of Shell at GDQ, but there is more to it. You know, there is absolutely more to it, and it's cool to find something that deliberately thwarts that established meta. Oh yeah, yo, Cape and Yoshi. Yeah, the ultimate OP Mario is really blue Yoshi and a cape, and any tough level. You know, oh I'm gonna beat Tubular. You know, blue Yoshi and a cape. Yo, Muzzle here, getting a little bit closer, seeing that goal. And everybody else working hard. Such great setups here. Holy cow. These are really fun. These are really good setups. I'm watching Muzzle here. Man, that consistency though. Let's go. Muzzle in the lower right. Oh, look out. One trick away. Oh, they know it. Yeah, you can tell they know exactly what to do because the way they just ran off the edge like that. They're like, no, I'm going to try this again. Nice. Let's go. Hey, if y'all are having fun and you want to get involved, you are always welcome to. These races are open to anybody that cares to sign up. The reason to sign up is just to let us know, hey, you're racing and you want to be a part of it. Like, you can just play it yourself, download the level, or hang out on the server and race along at home if you want. But if you want to be on the restream and participate, that is always cool to do. And you can learn more at romhackraces.com. Zaplex, I think their Yoshi might be a little misaligned. Yeah, I was concerned about that, but could this be saved? It may, yeah, that's what I would have done too. Muzzle with a nice try. Yo, check this consistency. Jeez, yo, Muzzle on the lower right here, getting right back. Yeah, they know exactly what they want out of this. Getting ready to do that float. Oh, yo, let's go. Muzzle on the lower right, 1 jump away. Nicely done. Yo, 35 minutes. That's a good time. Yo, strong clear. Muzzle actually has taken down some impressive hacks. Some really, really tough stuff. So watch out for them, man. They got skills. GG. Yo, it's 3D Salmon, Germ Dove, Prestinator, Zaplex. And this is Woodstock. It's not Woodstock. Oh, Germ Dove, though. Haha, you thought your controller was having issues. I get that though. That's funny. Oh no, it's broken. It's broken. I have the same thing. If I tilt on my pinball cabinet, it doesn't make a noise. The flippers just stop, and I'm like, oh crap, I broke it. Oh no, I just tilted. Zaplex though, trying not to get tilted in the upper left. Let's go. Yeah. Man, you know, nobody has underjumped there. I see your little attempted troll there, Fyre. Nobody has underjumped and walked up and got stuck in that little notch there. Not nobody. Like, no one has fallen for that. And that's just funny to me. I don't know. It's Ender of Games, Prestinator, Germ Dove, 3D Salmon. Me and you and Super Mario. It's a lenient jump that, you know, it's just a little gotcha, but I just haven't seen anybody eat it. Nobody's taking the bait. Yo, Ender of Games here working on Section 1. Prestinator, Germ Dove, 3D Salmon working on Section 2. I think the second section is probably a little easier than the first, which I actually kind of think is cool for a race level. Like, I don't know. I can't explain why I think that, but I definitely do. It kind of makes the ending exciting, you know what I mean? Ender of Games. Oh, trying for that shell. And yeah, that's a big point too, and that's something we actually really haven't mentioned that much. You know, we talk about consistency and one-shots being key to getting through a race, you know, whether or not you're going to one-shot or be consistent. But yeah, the ability to scout ahead and learn a little bit more if you mess up. Like, well, okay, I've lost the Yoshi, I lost the power, I can't jump anymore, whatever, but I can still see what's coming up next. That can really change the kind of the quality of a ROM hack level, or a race level anyway, whether or not you're able to do that, or whether or not you have to kind of earn your knowledge trial by fire by actually getting it in the obstacle. That is correct. This is a shell level, but you cannot hold the shells. Everybody on the first section, Ender of Games up there in the upper left, can't hold the shells at all, and everybody on the other section can't jump either. So second section, no jump. First shell, no hold. Or second section, no hold, no jump and hold. Basically, don't do anything. No video games. Games are over. They were fun, and now that's it. It's all played out. It's a set piece now. The whole thing. Yo, Prestinator. Getting a little bit farther, though. See, this is the thing. You can scout. You can scout it out. I don't know about you, but I love the little Blanc bloop blonk blonk sounds of shells. They're just nice and pleasant. Bloop blonk bloop blonk blonk. It just keeps, you know, Comrade, that just really makes me think of an idea that I had for a hack called, like, Super Mario is tired of your crap, where, like, somehow the goal is not to play, you know, you just, like, to not play the level or to not win. Germdove, though, trying to play in the lower left, what's it gonna be? Oh, yeah! Germdove with the clear. Nicely done, man. Everybody's doing so well tonight. Y'all are great. Wonderful, strong Kaizo players. You deserve good things in your lives. I mean it. Better listen. There's a level in Sin Regrets of the Czar that has a section that disables left, right, and jump. That tracks. That certainly tracks. Hey, yo, welcome back, Proto Pizza. Welcome back to the fray. Working on the second section in the lower left. Ender of Games on the second section as well, and Prestonator versus 3D Salmon on the right. Yo, anybody doing anything fun this weekend? I know, you know, most people going to GDQ, getting hyped for that, but, you know, maybe for those of us that are just feeling sad at home, maybe we could have some fun, kind of something or other. If you are at GDQ, though, I don't know why you would be hanging out and, or you're going to GDQ. I don't know why you'd be hanging out and listening in here. You should be having some fun. But if you are going or you're going to be at GDQ, you can check out the ROM Hack Races panel. There, I think Doc and Fawful and some others are having a panel on ROM Hack Races and the stuff we do. That is going to take place Tuesday the 30th at 5 p.m. CDT. I'm assuming in the panel room, but I don't know where that is. So you'll have to find that for yourself. Well, I hope everybody has just an absolutely lovely time. You know, personally, I think I've been feeling a little sad today, actually. I've been feeling a little like, well, you know, everybody's going to GDQ. You know, I'm missing everybody pretty big missing. I hope you all have so much fun. You don't even know it. Get your donations in, you know, for the marathon. Use those hashtags, post some GDQ spins, have all the fun. Oh, that is correct. Yeah, Mario can't pick up sprites, and in the second section, which Prestonator, Proto Pizza, and 3D Salmon are playing, he also can't jump. So you got to do everything with just nudging the shells. But I don't know. Have fun, everybody. I honestly really miss everybody. Wish I could be there. Prestonator doing some head bobs, getting that Yoshi fed. Yoshi one snack away from victory. Yeah, let's go. Nicely done. A strong clear on that second section, and honestly, that they were owed that, man. That was rough on that second section. They had that so many times, and that pipe said no. That's not even a skill issue. That's an up pipe issue, man. Prestonator 13, well played, well played. We got Ender of Games. We got Proto Pizza. We got 3D Salmon. Oh yeah, and we got Rogue Games coming up here. Upper right-hand corner. And these are dun 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 the final four. Yo, hot gameplay tonight, y'all. I think we're ready for the major leagues. I think coach says we're ready for states. Yo, thank you for the raid, Prestonator. Well played tonight. Well played tonight. I feel like you gotta like that up pipe. You gotta have some crosswords with that up pipe. That up pipe was getting in your business. Getting in my way. But up pipes are mean like that. You gotta tell them what for. Thanks for the raid. Thanks for racing with us. Well done. Rogue Games looking for that pipe entry. Ender of Games looking for that pipe entry. Oh man, Proto Pizza. That's the thing, man. That's the thing. You know, there's a lot of ways. There's a lot of ways that can go rough. Yeah, we were all rooting for you. We're rooting for everybody. There's a lot of ways that red shell trick can go wrong. You know, you could miss the jump. You could land on the shell, but you could not quite get the right height. You could get the right height, but then you don't hit the middle of the up pipe and you hit the side instead. And then you don't actually go up even if you're holding up, because SMW up pipes just work like that. So there's that. You know what's weird though? I think it would be weirder if they fixed it. You know what I mean? Imagine if there was a fix for up pipes where all you had to do was be touching the pipe. That would be like weird, you know? Like, I would feel like that was like uncanny. Definitely a tricky thing to put this red shell jump at the end of the section, right? So every time you want to get a try at it, you actually have to get there. Oh, jeez. I was gonna say, clever move for Roke, waiting for that Goomba to wake up and then move a little bit so it would be in the right spot. And then they still took a muncher to the foot. Yo, Proto Pizza, let's go. In that pipe, second section, all around. Let's do it. You can also clip on a bit of the floor to the right of the note block and lose your momentum. Yeah, that's rough. Note blocks can be like that, yeah, for sure. They can kind of encourage a sort of clip, like a weird foot clip like that. You know, I'm seeing some people do something here, sort of accidentally maybe, but I really like it, and it's like giving me an idea for a trick. At the start of the first section, sometimes they want to grab the shell and then they want to flip it, and then they want the shell ultimately behind them. And then they're going to kick the shell to the left, and then they're going to run to the right and bounce on it, right? But sometimes they flip the shell and they kick it forward to the right as they're falling off the ledge. And sometimes when they do that, I saw Proto Pizza, I saw it happen for them, they get like a bounce on that. Like a little, like, they push it off and then like land in it in a jump. That's a cool trick. I wonder if I could force you to do that somehow in a level that's a billion times harder and more BS than this. Ender! Oh, it was so good though. They literally got everything right, they just weren't holding B at exactly the right moment. Roke. Oh, for another try. So you wonder if you could quantum with a bump setup. So let me tell you something about quantums. I say this as someone who has spent 3 or 4 days of ROM hacking work, and no, they're right there. 3 or 4 days of ROM hacking work trying to solve this problem. So I have a quantum jump setup in a new dragon that I'm making, and it's real cool. It's a neat setup. I mean, it's consistent. It'll work. Roke, yo, excuse me. Oh my gosh. Sorry, pardon me. Roke Games. Star of the show here, getting in to the pipe. Second section. Let's go. Let's go. But the problem with quantums is you just can't make them free enough. You just can't. Like, it's a pixel perfect, frame perfect thing. And you could potentially make a setup that is automatic, right? And like, you know, sometimes like if you're making a shell jump, you could kind of make it less tight, or you could like, okay, well, let's make this work out in the player's favor more, you know? You can't really do that with quantums. I've spent like 3 days trying to tweak a setup, but at the end of the day, what you're tasking the player with doing is contacting the shell on the exact frame that it touches the lava first. There's just no way to get around what a difficult ask that is. And I think, oh no, Proto! Getting the shell up in the wall. But I'd say, you know, even with my best efforts and a really chill setup, I am about 4 out of 10 consistent at best. You know, and I can save state at the ideal thing, and here we go for my quantum setup. Here it is, and I try it and fail, try, fail, try, fail, try. I can maybe get 4 out of 10. It's possible, sure, you know, but as of right now, the thing holding quantums back isn't that we don't know how to do setups or whatever. It's just that everything you would think to do with it that isn't automatic and free is painfully difficult. So it's an order of magnitude more than a yump. A yump is just press the button at the right time. This is be in the right place on exactly the right frame. It's a yump that also has to be frame perfect. Or like it's a yump that also has to be pixel perfect. Let me put it that way. But in theory, you probably could yump, you probably could quantum. Actually, that's a good question, because I don't know if ROM Hack Race's base ROM would patch out the thing that allows for quantums or not. That's actually kind of a good question. So we might not be able to quantum on ROM Hack Race base ROM. I don't know. That might be a vanilla thing that gets removed when certain patches are applied. For those wondering, if we're talking jargon, there's a trick that has been coined by myself, the quantum jump. And if you have a shell that is not active, so it's just stationary, and it falls into the lava, that shell will die, right? Except on the exact frame that it touches the lava, if you in that frame are touching the shell, you'll get a bounce off of it, as though the shell were alive. So the pixel perfect, frame perfect trick is hold a shell, or nudge a shell, or manipulate a shell somehow, but hold a shell, drop it into the lava, and then touch it on the exact frame that it contacts the lava. Easier said than done, I assure you. No, quantums were found... Well, Tassers knew about quantums for a long time, but quantums were found in Baron of Shell. There's a setup right at the beginning where it will accidentally happen, and it happened to happen, and then I was like, oh, what's that? That's weird. Wonder if I could figure out what's causing that and make it a trick. There's other ways to do it, but all of them are really, really rough. You know what's not rough, though? Hanging out and watching ROM Hack Races. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, that's you. You're doing that. And I hope you're having a lovely night. Getting ready for a fun weekend of adventures and fun. We got Roke, we got Ender of Games, the one and only Proto Pizza, and 3D Salmon playing some 4D chess. You can also quantum with what are they called? Grab blocks. Grab blocks. Ender of Games. Let's go. You love to hear that H sound. Nicely done. I love the setup in this room. It teaches you what the gimmick is, and then it makes you do one little trick to get through. That's so cool. Man, I'm picking up some interesting shell stuff. There's some stuff. I saw Proto Pizza like was messing with that Kicking Koopa and got a weird bonk with that shell. Oh yeah, yo, maybe. Yeah, that might that could be a way to make use auto walk to make quantums a little more consistent. Yeah, totally. It's just like it's eliminating those variables, right? Like the idea that you're going to the one variable is the moving shell, the other variable is Mario, and you've got to get that down to a pixel, 1 pixel and 1 frame. So like any amount of like help that the player could have to kind of line that up would maybe would make it easier. But given the nature of it, like you could make one that's just free. You just hold the button and it will automatically work. But that's not a trick anymore. That's just a piece of machinery. Looks like everybody's getting here pretty close. 3D Salmon saw the end. I love this soundtrack. It's so very calming. Also, too, with the soundtrack, actually, I wanted to mention music is something Fyre knows pretty well. They've got actually 39 music ports on SMW Central. Fyre has contributed a lot of Fyre tracks to the ROM hack race, or ROM hacking lexicon in general. Yo, Rogue Games. Oh, could it? Yeah, they're trying to fix it. They're trying to fix it. Ah! That was so good, though. Oh, that was so good. They saw that Yoshi was misaligned with the fire flower and they were trying to fix it, but when you nudge Yoshi, baby Yoshi, he kind of bounces a set distance, right? And like it's hard to manipulate because of that. Like he will only do a bounce of a certain distance unless he hits a wall. You have more than that? Wow. That's really impressive. Honestly, Fyre, I think that's really impressive because music porting is difficult magic to me, and I don't understand it. And it's been explained to me, and I get it in layman's terms, but I do not understand how it works, and I'm very impressed with people who do. Also, I'm noticing you could quantum. I think you could quantum in this. I'm pretty sure. I haven't seen anyone do it accidentally, but I'm watching the shells as they fall into the lava. And like the inactive shell, when they bonk the blue shell or the green shell and it falls in, I think you could. I'm pretty sure you could quantum here. Actually, you can see the shell. It's interesting. If you have an inactive shell that's falling into lava and dying, you can actually pause the game or run it in slow motion if you go frame by frame, and you can actually see the moment that there is a quantum frame. Because if you have an empty shell and you see that little black area at the bottom of the shell where it's hollow, if you drop the empty shell into the lava, on the quantum frame, you will see it be filled in as though there were a Koopa in there. Actually, fun fact, my Discord profile picture is the quantum shell frame. It's a yellow shell falling into lava. That's what that is. It's the quantum frame. So it's just kind of cool that you can like actually see it. Rogue there. Look. Oh, that looks good. Good lineup, and Roke being smart and standing off of the ground blocks. Roke in the upper right, 1 jump away. All right, yo, GG. And 1 hour flat, good clear. Hey, I also saw Roke Games just got a hack made for them. Check out Roke Help on SMW Central. Good stuff, good stuff. We got 3. We got 3 more. We usually schedule 2 hours a week for these broadcasts, but sometimes racers are a little bit faster. Never a bad thing. Oh, fun fact too, you can also quantum jump with Goombas and bombs, as well as grab blocks. Goombas are kind of weird because, like, you could bounce on a Goomba's head anyway, right? But if you have an upside down Goomba and you toss it into the lava, you can also quantum with a Goomba. Yes, that is also possible. It's less about, like, it doesn't have to be the wall that destroys it. It just has to be being destroyed. Does that make sense? And yeah, TJB, that's also true. That's what I mean when Tassers knew about quantum jumps ahead of time, because they used that grab block trick off the wall. That's exactly it. So they at least knew that. I don't know if they knew the whole property, but it's something that Tassers have been aware of for a long time. It's just that now we have some setups that make it, big air quotes, but RTA viable. But an interesting thing is that the spin direction patch, which is a patch that controls which direction you throw an object horizontally while you're spinning. 3D Salmon in the upper right. Oh my gosh, that lineup is perfect. Can they get it? Yo, look out, 3D Salmon. Oh, not in the little nook. Okay, GG. GG. Yo, that's Ender Games on the second section. Proto Pizza hanging out with us. I had a point though. Oh yeah, the spin direction patch. The spin direction patch normalizes the direction thrown horizontally. However, did you know that the spin direction patch does not normalize the direction when you're dropping something and spinning? Just doesn't do it. Don't know why. No one ever thought to do it. It never mattered. But it doesn't. And if that could be normalized, then it might be possible to set up grab block off the wall quantum jumps with some degree of regularity. Ender, wow, look at that, wow. Yo, oh my gosh, that was such a fast win. Jeez, I just looked over and they were just like, done, got it, in there, in the bag. So prospective hackers though, that's the patch we need. We need a patch that normalizes and makes consistent which side you drop a block on. Cannot be dropped by holding left. Ah, that's interesting, TJB. Well, if we could get someone to, if you could drop a grab block consistently to the right or to the left, it might be possible to start doing quantums with some degree of regularity. That's my best bet for how to make quantums reasonably consistent, on the order of a no P-speed midair or a yump or something. But with that, my friends, we are down to just one brave soul here. Proto Pizza working real hard on this level, and I want to be clear that there are no bad racers at ROM Hack Races, and I actually mean this. That's not just like a thing that I'm saying. Everyone works really hard, and these levels are tough. So being able to come up with a clear in 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, that's a solid thing. We're hanging out here with Proto Pizza, me and you. I will remind you, if you want, you can go check out romhackraces.com for all things ROM Hack Races. We will be having that bye week next week, so you're not going to see us on, but you can come back the week after that, Saturday at 8, for another one. Oh my gosh, is this a Proto Pizza? Proto Pizza? Oh, they were off. I saw it. They were off. Oh, we're going to get a clear soon. We're going to get one. But yo, check out all the runs at GDQ, man. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I really, I don't know. I'm just missing everybody. Really miss y'all at GDQ. I hope you have just a great time. Check out Sure Shot with Sojo. Check out Baron of Shell with Grand Pooh Bear. And we will see you all a week after next. So not next week, no race. Week after that, race. Once everyone gets back. I think Proto Pizza's got this in the bag here. So that's gonna be a clear. Yeah, this looks like it. They've got it. I'm gonna let our restreamer, my friend and yours, Osu Mario Kart Man, pick a raid for us tonight as we celebrate Proto Pizza's win. GG, and that's all clear in an hour. Great level fire, great race from everybody. Y'all can check out romhackraces.com. You can jump on the Discord, hang out with us, talk shop. Go and hang out on the Kaizo community on Twitch. You're gonna see some great runs. Follow the racers for some fun and some more streams and stuff. Check out GDQ, check out the shop. And really, I'm gonna miss y'all next week. I'm gonna be just here at home, just being like, oh, nothing to do. But we'll maybe be hanging out and getting some hype in GDQ chat with everybody. And we will see you back here again on Saturday the 10th for another race. And then we're back on full time. You'll see us on Saturdays. Thank you once again to all the volunteers tonight. We're gonna go ahead and raid Chambo. They're doing a subathon. He's a real cool streamer, real good guy. I think you'll like their stream a lot. Say hey to Chambo for us, and I just want to say while we're raiding here, shout outs again to everybody who volunteered. You hear my silly voice, but there are a lot of people who volunteered. That's RB Pimlico, Fen, Mithrillionaire, and Underway testing, Starlord and Kelgan scouting tonight, Osu on the restream, and always Ampersand, Doc, Fen, D4, and Kelgan helping us out with everything. We really appreciate that. Have some fun this week, y'all, and I'll be hanging around. Maybe you want to drop by a little bit later. I might be streaming some pinball. Thanks for hanging, though. Neither here nor there, and we'll catch you next time. You matter. Your thoughts matter. Your heart matters. Your feelings matter. You matter to other people in your lives, and you matter to me as human beings. You matter to the internet's #1 longboy furret. And the people that matter to you in your lives would love to hear from you about that. We know Black Lives Matter, LGBTQIA+ lives matter, Indigenous lives matter, disabled lives matter. You too. See you all again next week, everybody. Thanks for watching. Peace. Oh, sorry, 2 weeks from now. I'll see y'all 2 weeks from now. Peace.